United Political Parties, which should describe the allegation by the Honorable Minister of Information, Mohammed, as outrageous, laughable, and signs of mental disorientation and advanced stage of a government suffering from Alzheimer's disease. The accusation is a clear sign of a government suffering from mental disorientation, and we have confirmed that the allegation is a small screen and is targeted at framing opposition political parties. The government is fully aware that the opposition coalition would defeat President Mohammed Buhari come February 16, and because the government has run out of steam and also have run out of propaganda, the government thinks that the best thing to do is to level unsubstantiated allegations that cannot be substantiated with the purpose of framing opposition leaders. The opposition did not and will not engage in the act of supporting bandits or terror-related activities aimed at disrupting an election that the opposition is destined to win landslide. The fear of defeat have now made Buhari government to be running from pillar to post and throwing baseless allegations with no facts to substantiate, all in a bid to frame the opposition. Let it be known that come 2019 February 16, the opposition coalition candidate Atiku Abubakar will crack President Mohammed Buhari like crackers biscuits at the polls, and no amount of fake news or stupid accusation of sponsoring bandits can stop that. First, they started that the opposition candidate cannot go to America. They asked the US government not to issue him visa. He visited America, held high-level government talks. Before he could come back, the same Mohammed said that the opposition candidate is being wanted for involvement in the collapse of Bank PHB. I ask you people today, Atiku Abubakar is back to the country. Have they filed charges of his involvement in the collapse of the bank? But that allegation was aimed at distracting Nigerians from the celebration and the joy of the successful trip of Atiku Abubakar to the United States. It's also important for you to know that they have not gone ahead now to say that the opposition is sponsoring bandits, with no single evidence to support that assertion. It is important to know that Mohammed is on this mission because of the reception and support Nigerian people have given to the 16-page letter by President Olusegun Obasanjo, which raised the key concerns all the key stakeholders in the electoral process has already raised. So today's allegation is aimed at, diverting attention from the key issues raised in the letter by President Olusegun Obasanjo. And let it be known that this whole plot is to ensure that before election, opposition leaders are framed and charged for terrorism, so that they will not be able to be around before the election. We want to say this to Mohammed. It's obvious that he's suffering from what we call Alzheimer's disease, because no right-thinking man, no reasonable human will wake up and make such wide, stupid, and baseless allegation that the opposition is arming terrorists and bandits with no single evidence. If the president of the country, President Mohammed Buhari, is indeed in charge of the security of this country, and he has such intelligence at his disposal, what stops him from arresting the so-called opposition leaders involved in arming the bandits? It's obvious that the government is now manipulating its own intelligence. Now they have gotten intelligence that Boko Haram activities is increasing. Now, because they are incompetent and they have no solution to these key issues, they want to now put it on the doorstep of the opposition so that when these things happen, they will say it is the opposition that is behind it. The APC recent rally of blood in Lagos is a clear indication that there are those ones that are the ones planning to disrupt the election with violence by wreaking mayhem on innocent citizens using bandits and Boko Haram. It is now clear that the opposition candidate Atiku Abubakar will win, so Mohammed and Buhari are suffering from defeat phobia. They are scared That's why they are spreading fake news. Buhari is a well-known patron of Tyler and pro-bandit group, while Mohammed, obviously everybody knows, is their spokesperson. They are the ones encouraging them, not the opposition. Recently, they have been giving the president award left, right, and center, and he cannot condemn the activities of these different terror groups. And now you are accusing the opposition that we are the one behind what your incompetence could not cure. The rise in Boko Haram was caused by Buhari's incompetence and misappropriation of security money. We urge Nigerians to give deaf ear to the noise of this fake news carrier called Mohammed and heed to the advice of former President Olusegun Obasanjo to stand up and defend the sanctity of our ballot come February 16, 2019. Just like Obasanjo said, if Nigerians fail to take a definite step by voting President Mohammed Buhari out of power in next month's general election, Boko Haram and its Islamic State West African province allies will take over the entire West African region and make life unsafe not only for Nigerians but for Africans in general. So come 2019, we must all stand united, knowing that the political barbarians are at the doorstep, clinching the cutlass with the sole aim of destabilizing and destroying our democracy. So together, the task before us is to elect Atiku Abubakar and disregard such fake news coming from Lai Mohammed. Thank you all. In the suit filed by the opposition on the plan to remove the CJN and appoint Tanko Mohammed as acting CJN by 4:30 at the Federal High Court. Stay case.
¿Sí? Cámara.
Vai, pô, tu me levar numa